realistic Sunday reset. It's literally what I do, okay? Because sometimes I feel like some routines are not realistic, but this is realistic to me. And I am very type A, and I do a lot with my time. I love to plan, I love to goal set, and I just know that these daily habits really have made a big difference in my life, and I want to share them with you and just hopefully give you some inspiration of things that you can implement to really make your day, your Sunday, incredible, so you are ready and prepared for the week ahead.
Okay, so one of my favorite feelings in the world is jumping into a clean bed after a shower at night. So after I roll out of bed in the morning and brush my teeth, I change all of the sheets in the household for some fresh ones. I also tidy up the house, starting with my bedroom and nightstand. I love having a few good books and my journal next to my bed so I can relax and read after a long day. I'm currently reading Total Meditation by Deepak Chopra, and I also read this cute little book that my goddaughter Emily gave me for Christmas, which has daily Bible devotionals.
All right, ladies, so I'm just gonna let this dry shampoo sit in my hair, which is incredible. I'm gonna link all of the products down in the info bar, but I'm gonna get ready and I just wanna talk about some of my favorite products. As you can see, my skin is looking so smooth, blemish-free, like clear, vibrant, and it's definitely not just skincare products. I've been very good with hydration and eating very well and taking care of my body, because I really do believe it starts from the inside out. Your mind, your soul, your spirit, if everything is intact and you're taking care of your health, you're hydrating, you're eating well, plant-based, or at least add as many fruits and veggies and vitamins into your diet and make sure you're taking your supplements, you're gonna be glowing from the inside out. And the cherry on top is the skincare products that I've been using lately. This one is by Naturium. It has niacinamide cleansing gel with hyaluronic acid and also vitamin C. And as you can see, I have no sunspots. Like maybe I have a few, I have a few right here, but they are definitely a lot lighter. And it's just incredible, like how my skin has been looking lately. So for my makeup today, honestly, I'm just gonna do something super simple. I just want my skin to look, I mean, it already looks great, but I'm just gonna do this because I do wanna wear some makeup today. And this one is the Dr. Jart BB cream, and it's so good because I feel like BB creams have come such a long way. They used to be annoying in the fact that it gave you really blotchy coverage and like shiny. It didn't really, I don't know, like it was like a moisturizer with foundation, but it wasn't doing it, you know? So this one from Dr. Jart is a BB cream. It feels very lightweight. It gives you a nice dewy finish to the skin. It's really great just to kind of cover up redness, even out the skin tone. But the beautiful, incredible thing about this product is that it also is buildable. So if you want to wear this for a nighttime kind of glam, but you still want the skin to look so beautiful and not like heavy and cakey, you can definitely build it up. I got a sty also over the winter break, and it's finally going down. I got some medication for it because I was not about to let that thing go full beast mode. And it's been going down, but it's still there. So I'm just gonna take my medication today after I have breakfast. My boys are actually, the house is alone, and the boys are kickboxing, which kickboxing is my top of year goal. I actually want to join a gym, and I'm thinking of going with my son on a different class. Actually, he trains with adults, so maybe I'll take his class. But yeah, I've been wanting to do kickboxing just because I do boxing at home, and I want to get a boxing bag just at home, but I want to do it at a gym with an actual trainer and maybe fight someone. Why not? I'm so little, and you know what, guys? I was watching this show that I really love. It's called, it's a reality show. It's called Special Forces, and they have like all of these celebrities that are training with like special forces in the middle of the desert, and they do all of these extreme tasks. And by the way, I really love Kenya Moore. Like, I really love her, and I think who she really is as a person, not what she's portrayed as on television. I really love her. But they do some really intense stunts, not stunts, like real life things. And I just feel like I would have been perfect for that show. You know, like I would have loved to been a part of a show like that where you get really tested physically and mentally and you really do things that scare you. I am taking my health and my fitness to the next level, and I feel like boxing is just gonna give me like so much more, like it's just gonna unleash that part of me that I really love unleashing, that I feel like I really need to make it through all of these things that are happening in the world. You know, I need to toughen up even more, and I think boxing is gonna do that for me. And it's not really so much honestly about my health. Oh, it is about my health, but it's not so much about my like, oh, build more muscle or get leaner, you know. That is just a byproduct of working out and adapting a healthy fitness routine. And that's what I noticed when I stopped focusing on the number on the scale, and when I started focusing more on the benefits of how I want to feel mentally and the demons that I want to conquer in my mind. I just started dropping the weight and building muscle and burning calories and not restricting myself, and you know, eating clean. But then also on the weekend, if I want to have In-N-Out, then I'll have In-N-Out, you know, stuff like that. Not being so rigid. When I was so rigid and I was weighing myself on the scale every single day because I was doing this app called Noom, and they say that you have to weigh yourself like psychologically so you can see where you're at. But it was not healthy for me because you fluctuate throughout the whole day. After this, I'm gonna go downstairs and do some yoga. We're doing a lot because it's a Sunday reset. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting ready for the... Oh my gosh, guys, this is my favorite sports bra ever. It's by Lululemon. I have two of them. But one of them has lasted me, the first one that I got, it's lasted me almost 7 years, and it still looks really, really great. I love the almost V-neck, you know, but it's rounded here at the edges. It's so beautiful. I am gonna be wearing yoga clothes all day. I am about to start doing a yoga session right now, and I wanted to be comfortable and wear some really comfy tights. These are from Yoga. I'll link them down below, guys. I'll link my whole outfit. I don't even know where this stuff is from right now. But yeah, I just ironed my shirt so it's nice and smooth. So you can see your booty. Like that. Or the little booty that you have. Like mine. Mine is so little. But it's gotten bigger because of the muscle. Like, you can really grow your muscle, guys. Like, it used to be incredibly flat, so it's growing. And this year, I want to make it bigger. But this guy wants me to carry him.
I told you.
Who does he think he is? A little bit of air on a weekend does the mind body good. Right, Papa? And he's gonna get tired because it's already nap time. So it's a win-win for everybody. Now that I'm back from my hike, ladies, I feel rejuvenated
and refreshed, and I haven't gone on a hike in the longest time. So now I want to start doing that a little bit more often in the morning. Just breathe in the air, the fresh air, and just be outside of the house. Because I've been in the house, focused, creating content, planning, executing, and this just reminded me of how nice it feels to be adventurous and go outside of the house and enjoy life. Now, I pretty much eat the same thing for lunch every single day. I switch it up just a little bit, but I pretty much eat the same stuff all the time. It just keeps it very simple for me, and I don't want to overcomplicate my life. So one of my favorite substitutes for scrambled eggs has been this delicious tofu scramble. I just add a little bit of turmeric, gives it a lot of health benefits, but it also gives it that yellowness, which resembles, scrambled eggs, and then a dash of salt and pepper, and I just enjoy it with an entire avocado, obsessed with avocados, and cherry tomatoes. I also drink either a green or chai tea midday to substitute for the second cup of coffee that I used to drink. So after that, I pick up the house a little bit more. I like to do it in sections because tackling an entire house at this point in my life, it is not worth it. So we do have a lady that helps us clean the house twice a week, but my house is always a mess because I have 2 dogs and one of them sheds a lot of hair, and then my kids of course love to play, and there's food everywhere and stains and toys, so the house is always a mess. And I just learned that that's what life is all about right now. So I just learned to do the things that really make the biggest difference, which is putting toys away, doing the dust mop to pick up all of the hair and anything else on the floor, mopping the floor also to make sure the floors are clean because my kids love to be barefoot, and I add a little bit of Florida water also because it just helps cleanse the energy of the home. We put away the dishes, wash the dishes, clean the countertops, and the house looks as good as new. On the weekends, I also give my plants extra TLC. However, whenever they need extra love, I will be there to support them. So whenever I notice that they're not doing well, I will give them that TLC. But on the weekends, I just make it a point to make sure that I water them so I don't forget to not water my plants, even the ones outside. They do look a little sad, honestly, but that's because I had to move them upstairs to my bedroom over the holidays because the Christmas tree was all up in the way. If there's nothing that gets done over the weekend because things happen, there is definitely one thing that is a non-negotiable, and that is the weekly planning that takes place because that is the foundation that my family and I depend on for our lives to run smoothly and for us to be able to execute, which is a big word. Well, not a big word in the dictionary, but like a big theme. Now, at this point, I've already done some planning for the whole month as far as like content creation and all of that. So that's not what I'm doing. On Sundays, I pretty much just plan out what I'm going to do for the coming week. Any major events like birthday parties, things that I need to order. My son's birthday's coming up, so I need to call to order a cake and balloons and book the location of the birthday party and stuff. I know my son Isaac is turning 12, guys. 12 years old. For those of you that have been riding with me since day one who saw me pregnant with him, he's about to be 12, guys, on Friday. And so there's a lot to do with that. And I also like to plan my workouts that I'm going to be doing, my days off, and what I'm going to do on my day off. So like yoga and walking, I write that in the schedule, any appointments that I have, any phone calls that I have. And so as far as my business, there's a lot of content creation. And at this point, I already have an entire list of ideas for my Dulce Candy Instagram page, the Sweet Soul Instagram page, the YouTube channel, the podcast, and anything else. But since I already have that list, I just pretty much write down, well, what content am I creating, filming, and editing that's going to go up this week, and when is it going up? That way, when Monday comes around, I already have a list, an idea of what I need to shoot, edit, and execute. So again, I'm not waking up early in the morning on Monday and looking at my calendar and having no idea what I'm going to do, because that's not going to work moving forward for the rest of my life. I also plan my family's meal plan and the smoothies that we're going to have each morning. That way, when we wake up in the morning, I know exactly what I need to get out of the freezer or the fridge and just make the smoothie before Isaac goes to school. I also plan out my own meal plan because I do eat differently because of my fitness goals, and that takes a lot of the guesswork as far as what we need to make for dinner each day. And the smoothies are a really big, important part because we want to make sure that our kids are getting all of the nutrients and vitamins. So I'm going to do my skincare routine tonight before I jump into the shower. And then after that, I am going to smooth out my hair because it's going to save me time during the week from having to do all these little things that actually eat up a lot of time. So smoothing out my hair in the weekend, yeah, it's not ideal. I don't really want to do it. However, it saves me a lot of time, and that way my hair is looking good for the content and photos that I need to shoot. In reality, even though it takes time to plan, this Sunday routine has given me so much free time and has even me allowed to create even more content because I'm really prepared.
The night before, I always make sure to put out the outfit that I'm gonna wear to work out, because the last thing that I want to do is spend any energy or time thinking about what I'm gonna wear or looking for what I'm actually gonna wear. The key to the perfect morning is preparation. So before I jump into bed, there's 2 more things that I prep before I go to sleep, and that is my pre-workout drink. That way I just pour some water and drink it. The other thing that I love to prep the night before is the coffee machine, because it's really cool. You can just put in whatever time you want the coffee to start brewing. So I'm gonna set it for 6 in the morning because I'm gonna be working out from 5 and then doing my meditation. That's going to be a total of 1 hour together with a 45-minute workout and a 20-minute meditation. And then at 6 in the morning, I love to have my cup of coffee. I'm not even going to go shower right away after my workout because I don't want to wake up the kids, and I want to go straight into maximizing that 1 hour that I have to plan out my day. It's already planned out, but I love to do a few other administrative tasks, but also studying. You know, I'm studying to become a yoga teacher, and there's a lot of learning, a lot of lessons, a lot of reading, and I really enjoy a cup of coffee.
The last habit that I made was to avoid any blue light via any form of screen time. I used to go to bed with an iPad and sometimes even force myself to stay up. So what ended up happening was that because I was forcing myself to like watch something on the internet, on the iPad, like random videos on YouTube, not only was I consuming mindless content that was going into my subconscious mind, and then I would have dreams about it, and then it just, you know, we have to be so careful about everything that we put into our bodies energetically also. So I am definitely more strict with what I let into my energy, because as someone who has dealt with chronic depression, I just have to be so mindful about everything. And so that's one of the things that I don't do anymore, guys, is go to bed with an iPad and force myself to stay up sometimes. Instead, read a book in the field of work that I am committed to so I can put in those 10,000 hours, and then I fall asleep by 8:30, sometimes 9:30, and that way I wake up the next day feeling so refreshed and ready to get my butt up at 5 a.m. and get those 2 hours in the morning before the kids wake up that really have made a huge impact in my life, my career, and where I'm going.